Welcome, and today we are off the lights. This game is called Clap Clap. I saw it kind of floating around, and when I saw it, it looked cool, and I also like the idea of, and the lights go out, so I thought it would be fun. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay. Meant to be played in one sitting. Stay up to date on YouTube, so this is all the good stuff. There are options. I don't exactly want to mess with any of that, but there are options. Alright, let's begin. October 8th, 1984. I saw an ad in the newspaper about a house sitting job. Since I was short on cash, I decided to sign up. Okay. I don't think house sitting is that hard, though I've never actually done it. Well, that's not true, I have. Quite the eerie neighborhood. I was gonna say, especially since there's not really a way out, but there is. Can I just leave? No. Invisible wall. Nice. Excuse me, I'm trying to find a house on this street. Could you help me out? Sure, which house are you looking for? I'm looking for Maxim's place. He hired me to look after it while he's away. Maxim. Huh, that's interesting. He usually asks me to watch his place. I'm Marco Batovsky. Probably butchered that, by the way. Nice to meet you, Marco. Can you tell me where his house is? Of course, it's 2 houses down. Mine's right here, our neighbor Savo is in the middle, and then Maxim's place. You can't miss it. Thanks, Marco. I appreciate it. No problem. Now, if you'll excuse me, I just got my home automation system in the mail, and I'm really excited. That sounds interesting. What does it do? It's supposed to make life a whole lot easier, controlling the lights, temperature, even the security system. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, that does sound convenient. Why'd you decide to get it? Partly because of recent disappearances happening around here, but mainly because our neighbor Savo got one and won't stop raving about it. He left for vacation right after installing it, said it has built-in surveillance systems and all. Guess he wanted to keep an eye on things while he's away. I hope you enjoy setting it up. Thanks for the directions, Marco. No problem. If you need anything, I'm just a house away. The clap clap. So I was right. It does control the freaking lights. Along with a ton of other crap, but... So, I guess Savo left for vacation. Clap clap. Certified smart house surveillance. Maybe don't tell people that. I don't know, I just feel like it's not a good idea. This must be it. Must be. I think the homeowner mentioned the keys would be in the backyard. Should go and check. Probably, considering the door is locked. Hold on. The music is extremely loud. That's better, but it might be super quiet for y'all. I think they said they put it on under the flower bed. I hope that's what it said, dog. I was not reading. Oh, in here. Gotcha. Not a great place to hide your keys. Let's see if these work. You got a windshield? There's a sprint button? Oh, there is. Darkest star in here. Let's welcoming. It did say it was a smart house. Shut the door. We're not heathens. Our house does that. We have smart lights installed and they turn on at a specific time. Thanks for house sitting. Please make sure to check the mailbox, water the plants, throw out the trash. Press Q to toggle the lights on and off in any room. Once you're finished, help yourself to the food in the kitchen. To-do list, just like home. Time to get acquainted with this place. Okay, so I suppose. I mean, he just asked you to do a couple things, Doc. He didn't. Freaking. There we go. Music is still extremely loud. Laundry room / bathroom. Interesting. It's $97 for the whole setup? Duck. Duck. That door shut. Oh, there's more of them. Why are you so obsessed with ducks? Okay, out we go. Oh, it opens. No, it opens this way. No. Stop with that. Sir, your picture is falling over. I can rotate it with R. I just want to put it back. I just want to put it back. There we go. It's nice. I'm leaving all the frickin' lights on. I will close all the doors for you. I will run up your electricity. Is there another room? I didn't see one. So you have the void in your house. Do you know that? This doesn't count as a room. Where's the other room then? Maybe it's upstairs. Maybe I'm blind. I thought I looked at all of them. Oh no, this one's not. 300 jump scares idea. Jump scare ideas. Tackle that to-do list. Grab the mail. Can't leave that lying around. Open the door. Said this once, and I'll say it probably 1,000 times. When you... Last seen 23rd of September 1984 on Salford Park wearing a black sweater. He had a black hat. He was doing house sitting services. For any information, call him. I was gonna say, the scariest thing you can do in a horror game is give someone constant noise and then take it away. And I've said that once, and I'll say it again. And I'll probably say it a bajillion times. No, but It's true. At least in my opinion, that is the scariest, or one of the scariest things you can do in a horror game. Right? Is to... Whoops. Is... Please rotate. There we go. Is to take away noise. But this didn't really take it away so much as completely changed it. I mean, it was gone for a second, but then the music's back and it's just changed. Alright? I applaud you for keeping this garden, dog. I have a small plant collection, but usually they're all in the house because the outside world where I live is not pleasant for plants. Though I do have a couple growing outside that have been outside for a while, and they have proven to me that they can survive out there. So, but I applaud you because the last time my mother had flowers, they died quickly outside. There we go. I have to grab the trash. Gee, I wonder why. Maybe. Did I leave the front door open? You know what's crazy? When we have bones in our food, we just throw them outside in the trash can to avoid bones being in the trash. Scared the out of me. Who are you? Agent Ristiliano, Federal Investigation Bureau. I need to ask you a few questions. You're from the Fib? Sure, what's this about? There have been reports of disturbances in the area, disappearances, strange phenomena. We're conducting an investigation. Yeah, I've heard. Everything's fine here, just taking out the trash. Are you sure? We've reason to believe there's more to this neighborhood than meets the eye. Yeah, 100%. Just taking out the trash, you know? Alright, but keep your eyes and ears open. We need to get to the bottom of this. Of course, will do. Thanks, Inspector. No problem. Stay safe out there. Throw this freaking trash bag at you, you son of a gun. Where does he... Okay. Where does he go? He just leaving? Also, right outside the... Actually, speaking of right outside someone's home, I actually saw one of those directly sitting in someone's freaking front yard. That music is intense. Like, hold on, no, we're gonna talk about this for a second. Like, seriously, a full-size freaking advertisement right about there in someone's house, and their car was parked just right next to it. It was one of the oddest things I've ever seen, considering I've never seen something like that. Excuse me, don't turn off my dang lights, that's rude. Oh, he turned off every light, too. And he opened every door, because I swear I had those closed. Ducks in the bathtub? No, the ducks have disappeared. I must be tired. I should grab something to eat and go to sleep. I will tell you that even though the music is unbelievably intense, and it does bring tension sometimes. Someone made me food, dang it. Sometimes it can also take away from the tension. I don't think that's what that does, really, because, as I said, eating cereal in bed, huh? As I said, it does bring tension, but it just, sometimes, music like that can take away tension. Because, in my opinion, one of the best things that you can do in a horror game is have it silent. Maybe that's... Do you mind? I'm trying to get some shut-eye. Maybe that's because I live in an area and a household that's not really quiet. But, and so the thought of, you know, complete silence is jarring, but I don't know. (2:43 a.m.) I didn't even see that because I was too preoccupied looking elsewhere. How? Oh. What was that? This music is unbelievably loud. In my ears. I don't know about for you, but in my ears it's loud. I don't want to turn it down for you guys. I'm gonna just kind of have the headset off the ear. That makes life a little easier for me. Busted down the do not enter door. But wait, are the ducks okay? Move. No, the ducks are still gone. Where did the ducks go? Dang, bro, you broke down every door. Rummaged through everything? Duck. This is the Spooktubers, how to get Spooktubers to play your game. Funny. Okay. There's an example of music completely taking away all the tension. I heard the and tensions rose, but then that music kicked in and I'm like, well, I didn't even see where that came from. So, is there something I'm supposed to be afraid of? You need a manicure, dog. I'm watching for both sides. You can't get me, boy. Okay, do I have to... Rubber ducky? Okay, I... gonna assume this is no longer supposed to be terrifying. Run. Jump out the window. You said jump through the window. Working on it. Can I leave? I'm trying. Oh, okay, it just took a second. I kept running until I reached the nearest police station. While investigating, the authorities found Marco's lifeless body in his house. Meanwhile, Maxim's remains were found stuffed in the trash bag outside his house. Their neighbor Savo has disappeared under similar circumstances. His remains have yet to be found. Despite the eerie scratches on the walls of my harrowing account, no trace of the creature is ever discovered. The case remains unsolved, leaving an unsettling mystery behind. I don't think it's a creature, I think it's a dude who just... Whoa! It's a sequel?
So you hear what the captain said earlier? Rumor has it that we're changing course.
It's called Stone. Wish list analysis, that's great. Yeah, I'm not going to show too much of that.
What in the world are you doing?
Interesting. Okay. Alright. Well. That's lovely. That was fun. I think it's mostly supposed to be a kind of funny horror game with all the ducks and the spooky noises and the books everywhere. It was fun. It was interesting. And it did get me here and there. I don't think it's supposed to be uber terrifying. But I loved the game. I think it was cute. I think it was funny at times. And I think it was scary. Just as previously stated, sometimes the music can take away from the tension. There were times when it did that. There were times when it added to the tension. So it was well done. And the next game, the sequel to that, seems to be on a boat. So that's interesting. That'll get, you know, your good old, I guess, some thalassophobia in there. You could probably use thalassophobia. And I think this one was mostly Fear the Dark, which I think is nyctophobia. I could be wrong. But, yeah, I think this was really well done. I am looking forward to that game if it does come out. I don't know how long it's been. But, yeah, you can wishlist that, and you can try this game on Itch.io. Thank you so much for sitting down. Thank you for watching, and thank you for hopefully enjoying as much as I did. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.